Hawk sports fans, welcome back to the channel. We've got a special interview for you guys today. Me and Loopy, we've been following each other for a little bit. We've been in contact for a little bit. We were at her a win against Jessica Andrade at UFC 319 in Chicago. Huge win for her, and now puts her at the number 6 position in the strawweight division. Loopy, thank you so much for joining us here today. It's an honor to have you on the channel finally now.
Yes, thank you for having me. Really appreciate it.
Absolutely. And Loopy's awesome, guys. I mean, if you keep up with her social media, she's always traveling somewhere, always doing something fun. So we're going to leave her at below as we go throughout the interview. Make sure you guys give her a follow because she's not only a great fighter in the octagon, she's a good person outside the octagon too. But Loopy, I got to ask you, I start every single interview off with what I think is the most important question. How are you and your family currently doing?
Good, we're really good. Thank you. We're just busy, my parents working, I'm training, my sister's training, competing, and it's always busy around here.
For sure. And I know your sister's been competing a lot as of late. You've been supporting her. And it looks like she's been doing very, very successful things as well. So, eventually she's probably going to be in the UFC one day as well. I could probably see that happening for sure. She's been killing it on the regional level, right?
Yeah, like right now she's gonna do her first MMA fight, January, I believe, and let's see, go from there. But definitely, she's been helping me with my fight camps, so she's been learning a lot and she's improving a lot, and I'm very excited.
That's awesome. I mean, you have a built in best friend right there whenever she's your sister, and it makes it even easier whenever you have somebody like that to be a training partner. I mean, it's just stuff that you can bounce off each other and just get great. So that's awesome. I'm glad you guys have that connection there, Loopy, for sure. But we got to ask now, we were in Chicago for that huge win. Was that the first time you'd ever been to Chicago? And I got to ask now, what was your thoughts on going to the city?
Yeah, it was a great city. It was my first time there, and I had a lot of fun. I had to go back and get to do a little bit more tourism around there for sure. But fighting there, it was a great experience.
For sure. And I thought the fans, I'm not just saying this because I went to the event, but I feel like the fans in Chicago that week were just a little bit different from everywhere else the UFC's went this year. I really felt like Chicago really brought it as far as the excitement to every single fight on the card. Did you feel that energy?
Oh yeah, definitely. It was loud for sure, and I felt like everyone enjoyed the fights, and they were all there, so present, enjoying every single fight.
Absolutely. I couldn't agree more with you there. But, Loopy, we do got to talk about the fight a little bit here. You got to win, like I said, over Jessica Andrade, seasoned vet in the UFC. I mean, she's been around for years. So that's such a big win for you. That now puts you at the number 6 position. And it puts you at 2-0 this year, 2-fight winning streak we got going now. So I just got to ask, what did that win mean to you in the moment whenever your hand got raised as, Bruce Buffer read the scorecards that you had won the fight?
Yeah, that I've been watching her for a long time, So to step into the cage with her and like fight her and beat her, it was really cool. Like I was like still as at this moment sometimes when I watch my fights and her fights, I look, I'm like, oh my gosh, I fought that girl. It's crazy. So like it just tells me that I just need to trust in myself, trust in my training, which that's what I've been doing and is what has been giving me results. And yeah, 2-0 this year, and hoping to have like a long streak, winning streak.
Absolutely. And, like it's been such a great year for you. Last year, you unfortunately did fall to Dern and Jandaroba. They just fought for the title, though, and you took them to a decision. Like this isn't like they beat you. I mean, they were very competitive fights. So I can't wait to see what's next for you going forward. But you are 2-0 this year in 2025. We're probably not going to see you again this year in the octagon, I imagine. When do you expect to get back in the octagon, though?
Yeah, I haven't heard anything from the UFC or my management, but I know they're going back to Mexico City, which I think they may put me there, right? That's what I think is gonna happen, but I have no idea. I don't have I don't call those shots, right? But yeah, I'll be ready for whoever they give me, and having that fight with Mackenzie and Jandarova, it was great experience, and just to know that I was so close is like now Mackenzie is a champion is like I'm right there, right? I'm right there. So it's exciting. I'm very excited right now for what's to come for myself.
Yeah, and I mean, it just goes off what you just said right there. It shows how competitive you are and that you're already at that championship level. I mean, you're so young, you're still just building your resume right now. But I feel like now, in the time, it obviously sucks to lose the fight. But looking back now, since it's been, that was 2024 when that happened, you've just made some huge steps since then to really get your spot in the rankings. And you've already proven that, now you're 2 years fast forward, you're the number 6 in the division, and you've already shown that you could compete at the championship level. So, but I got to ask now, I know you've been fighting for that ranking spot for such a long time. When the rankings came out the following Tuesday after your fight and you saw yourself in number 6, what was your instant reaction to that?
Yeah, well, obviously super happy, but at the same time, I try not to like get too deep into the rankings because who knows who is doing it, and we know that the UFC will be like, okay, no, you're next, so like they can do whatever they want, so that's the matter. It's just I'm just happy about my performance. I'm just happy about my training. I'm happy about the way I'm feeling. And I just know if I'm training good and I'm feeling good about what I'm doing, I'm going to win fights. So we are in the right direction. And that's, for me, that's just the most important thing.
100%. And you said that you're in the right direction now. Obviously you've had such a successful year. Is there anything that you've done different this year compared to past years that has really just taken your game to the next level that sticks out to you?
Yeah, well, it's step back a little bit and like actually like put attention on everything, slow down everything. I'm doing my camps back in Canada with WKX team. It's been great. I have my family with me all the time. I'm training with my sister like every day. So I feel like for me and having my family close to me is just like a boost for me, So I think that's very important, and that's why I'm doing better, I think.
Yeah, and I think with everything you just said right there, I don't think people realize, the stuff that goes on outside the octagon really does play into what actually does happen whenever it is a fight night. With you being comfortable, you got your sister as a training partner, you've got your family up there in Canada. It seems like a second home to you for what it seems like, with you making that move up there. So if you have all of those things, I feel like it does make it easy to go out there on a fight night and do what you need to do. So I can definitely see that now that you did mention that for sure. But Loopy, I got to ask you, you've been around, the mixed martial arts world for so long now. So many days of your life have been dedicated to the game. What is the biggest lesson that you think MMA has taught you?
The biggest lesson it will be probably that um, there is no easy way to make it. You had to be there. You had to get your hands dirty. You had to work hard. There is no shortcuts. Everything you do has to be 100% and at the best your capacity can do. You cannot half-ass, you cannot halfway or do like a million things at once. You have to be focused. I think that's like the biggest things that I have learned.
Yeah, and I think that's the biggest difference between, fighters like you, have such a good resume right now. There are people in the UFC that they are 1 foot in and 1 foot out, and that's not going to get it done at the level you guys are at. It's like you said, you have to be 100% all in. You've got to be focused. You can't have too many distractions in life right there. So I completely agree. In some other sports, you might not be able to come out and play good that night. Your team still might win the game, but when it's just you in the octagon, it's all on you. So if you're not doing the things that you need to do to prepare for that, then it's going to show for sure. You can't hide behind anything. I feel like that's a little bit of a difference between, you know, the UFC and MMA compared to like basketball or football, something like that. Do you kind of agree with that, you think?
Oh yeah, for sure. And then yeah, it is a team sport, because you have your training partners, you have your coaches, you have a whole team with you. But at the end of the day, you are the one stepping into the cage by yourself. And if you didn't did the right things, or if you didn't work the hardest, like it's just not like, oh, I lose a fight. It's like you can get really really hurt,
Yeah,
and that's like, okay, now you are putting your health at risk, putting your body at risk. So it's not just losing a fight, it's the risk that comes with that.
for sure, 100%. And I think there's so many good points there that you could make about that. I mean, we could go on and on about it, but I think that's such a great, the biggest lesson that you have learned. I think that's one of the best ones that you could have out there because it just makes sense. I mean, if you know, you know. So that was an awesome. I completely agree with you right there on that, Lippy. But like I said earlier, you're very active on social media. You like to do a bunch of fun things, outside of fighting. You're obviously very focused, but whenever you do have the spare time, you don't just sit on the couch. You go have something, you go have some fun, right? But what's one thing that fans don't know about you that maybe that you do that you enjoy doing outside of the octagon?
Mm. I mean, everyone, there's no secret. I just like to hang out with my family and my dog. Like that's, I never do. Like I'm pretty vocal about that. But like something else, I don't really have it. I usually like to just do stuff with my family.
There you go. And what's some stuff that you like to do with your family? Like my family, we always go eat dinner at my grandparents on every Sunday night. What do you guys do whenever you get together?
Yeah, we eat at home or we go for walks, movie theater, bowling. We love to go bowling.
Okay,
That's pretty fun. Just get out there, try different restaurants, Mexican restaurants. Yeah, when we have time, little trips.
for
Yeah.
sure. That's awesome. I mean, that's a good mixture right there. Movies, bowling, Mexican food's
Mhm.
my favorite food too. Don't even get me started on that. I mean, that's the best food out there. You can argue with the wall if you don't agree with me on that. And then obviously going on little trips like that. That's awesome stuff right there. I mean, that's what keeps it fun. It's boring sitting at home all the time and doing the same stuff. It sounds like you guys get after it a little bit, so it makes it fun for sure.
Yeah, yeah, definitely.
Absolutely. But Loopy, I can't let you get out of here without doing rapid fire questions. We always got to end the interview with some fun things. So now I got to ask you, this is a big debate. I feel like this is very close in the world, like 50% on this side and 50% on the other side. If it's up to you and you're contacting somebody, would you rather send them a text or would you rather just call them?
I will say text unless I'm driving long, then I like to call. But if I'm busy and stuff, I just write a text.
Okay. I completely agree too. If I was traveling on the road last night by myself, I was on the phone the entire time on the way home. I'm exactly like you. I think I don't want to send a text. Like if I'm by myself and I'm a little bored, I'm gonna reach out to people. I'm gonna call them. I think it makes it better. But like you're probably really busy. It's obviously probably easier to just text somebody real quick and get that over with. Is that kind of how you approach it?
My mom is calling me.
Oh my gosh, do you need to answer that real quick?
It's okay.
Okay,
No,
okay.
no, it's okay.
Okay, hopefully mom is good. If she ends up watching this interview, I hope she's good and it's not emergency or anything like that. But yeah, I'm
Thank you.
team text all day unless I'm in the car or something like that for sure.
Yeah, it's all good. Yeah, so long drive will be calling, and if I'm busy training, doing blah blah blah, then texting.
Yeah, I'm 100% on that. But Lippy, like I said earlier, you just got back from Vegas yesterday. Looked like you had a fantastic time. What is your favorite place to go to and travel?
Um, I'm gonna pick just a Mexico beach.
Okay, that's
Plus, seafood. I love seafood.
What's your favorite seafood? I mean, that's everybody loves seafood. I feel like. What's your favorite seafood that you bring that up?
Salmon, tuna. Actually, I can eat all kinds of fish, and like they just make it in different ways, and I love it.
For sure. And I think, especially for you with what your background is, um, Mexico just has the most beautiful beaches in the world. I've personally never been, but just from what everybody said, Mexico has the best beaches. So I completely see why right there that you choose to go back to Mexico because, I mean, that's a no brainer right there. Seafood on the beach in Mexico sounds like a great trip to me. So that's awesome right there. But Loopy, my next one is I got for you. What is your dream vehicle?
My dream car.
Yeah, dream car. If like you had, all the money in the world, you got to pick out one car that you don't have already. What is your dream car?
My dream car. Uh, I don't. I'm not really big about cars, but let's do speed. Is the Lamborghini or something like that?
Yeah, Lamborghini. Okay, that would be mine. That would be mine. Or a Rolls Royce. I like those two a lot. You can't go wrong with the Lamborghini though. What color would you make your Lamborghini if you did get one?
mm, I'll say white. I'm gonna keep it white.
All white. Some
Yeah.
tinted windows, probably white and black look.
Yeah.
I like
Yeah. Definitely.
I like that. That's simple too. It's not like anything crazy. I think O'Malley drives like a pink Lamborghini or something like that. That's like a little too flashy.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm a basic guy. I like to just keep it simple.
Mhm.
I think I'd probably roll with the white Lamborghini too. That sounds good to me. My next one, Loopy, and I think you already probably mentioned this, or you probably spoiled this one. But what's your favorite animal?
Dog.
I was about to, I was about to say, I think that's a no-brainer if you keep up with you. I guess just shout out your dog right now. How old your dog? How long you been with them?
Yeah, he's a rescue from Taiwan. He's gonna turn 5, and he's right here sleeping. He's my best friend. He's everywhere with me, and yeah, I love him.
That's awesome. I'm a dog person too. I mean, there's a lot of other animals I guess you could pick, but I'm not. I don't like cats. I've never been a fan of cats. I'm team dog all day. So
Yeah,
I'm looking to get a dog coming up soon. So hopefully I can get like a rescue dog or something like that that comes from a maybe a not so fortunate past so far.
yeah, yeah, definitely. That's awesome.
It makes you feel better. You know what I'm saying? If you just go get a dog that, might have just been born or something like that, they've already got a good family around them. They're kind of already in a good situation. But, if you go pick one up at the shelter or one that needs a rescue, those guys have already been through a lot, or girls. Guys or
Yeah,
girls have been through a lot. So I think that's where you kind of, as a human, can come into play and, help better a dog's life for sure on that.
yeah, definitely.
That's what we're going to try to do, guys. But we're really busy right now, too. So we're going to try to figure that out. But my last one I got for you, Loopy, do you like pancakes more or waffles more?
Okay. I'll do the waffles, just like a little bit harder.
Let's
Yes.
go. All right, so you don't like the soft waffles. You like the hard waffles that are crispy a little bit.
Yeah, like I mean, if I'll eat either one, but if I have the option, I'll pick the waffles.
For sure. I think one of my favorite things growing up, whenever I played football and we traveled, my favorite thing to do would be to go to the hotel lobby and make a waffle in the morning, put some syrup on it. I knew I was in for a good game that day whenever I got to do that. So I'm also
Right.
a waffle right there. You can't beat a hotel waffle. It's some of the best stuff. Flip the pan over and then you go back and flip it back. Yeah, you know what I'm
Yeah.
talking about. You're an athlete. You know exactly what I'm talking about right now.
Yeah.
That's some good stuff. So if you're not an athlete, I'm sorry you haven't got to experience that. Really unfortunate for you. Really unfortunate. But Loopy, my final or I need the final question I got for you today is, what is your final message to the fans tuning in right now, watching this interview, to just continue to watch you grow and continue to climb up the ranks in the featherweight division?
Well, first of all, thanks for you for having me, and thank you everyone that is following me and supporting me and always cheering for me, and just to don't miss out my future fights. Follow me on Instagram, Loopy Godinez. We're working really hard.
Absolutely, and we're gonna let Loopy get off here because her mom has called her a few times, so it might be an emergency. But Loopy, I appreciate your time today. we're definitely going to be in touch. Let's get you back on here before your next fight as well. We know that's going to be coming up in 2026, probably on a Paramount card with your ranking now. And like you said, just continue to watch her, guys. I mean, she's a great fighter. She's climbing up the ranks. Make sure you guys follow her. And we'll see you guys next time on Hawk Sports. We appreciate you guys tuning in.
Bye. Thank you.